Good morning, student. Welcome to all in RRP classes. Today I am going to start chapter 2, Noun, from the Grammar of class 6. So everybody watch this video very attentively and be ready to learn with me. Okay, student? Now let's start your chapter, Noun. First, we are going to learn about noun and its types. Then we will do various types of exercises related to the topic. Okay, student? Students, look at this chart of noun. Here is all kinds of noun and their definition. So, first, pay attention. Now, first of all, we are going to learn the definition of noun and its kinds. Chapter 2, Noun. Here is the definition of noun. What is noun? All naming words are called nouns. How many kinds of noun? There are 4 types of nouns. Number 1, proper noun. Number 2, common noun. Number 3, material noun. Another name of this noun, concrete noun. Number 4, abstract noun. Number 5, collective noun. Okay, student? Now, we are going to define all types of noun. Proper noun. What is proper noun? A proper noun is a specific name of a person, place or thing. Okay, student? Examples: Shankar, Priya. Persons: Mumbai, Kolkata, places. Book, table, thing. Okay? Student, now pay attention here. Nouns. Nouns have numbers. There are 2 types of number: singular number, plural number. Next, noun have genders. There are 4 types of genders: masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender and neuter gender. Okay, student? Now, look at this chart. Here are 2 types of noun: abstract noun and collective noun. Okay? And here are 4 types of gender: masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender and neuter gender. And here are numbers: countable and uncountable. Okay? So, first column, look at the first column. This column is related to the masculine and feminine words: father-in-law, heroine, drag, so, king. Now you have to add 3 more words here: brother, potter, actor. Number 2. Column number 2 belongs to neuter gender. Okay? All words are neuter words. Okay? You have to add 3 more words here: bag, picture, mango. And column number 3 belongs to collective nouns. Okay? Flight, colony, herd, once, pack. Now add 3 more words here: army, class and team. Column number 4. Fourth column belongs to abstract noun. Column number 4 belongs to abstract noun. Names of quality, ideas or action. action words are here. Confidence, sacrifice, laughter, truth, belief. Now you have to add 3 more words here. Wonder, courage, pleasure. Column number 5. This column belongs to common gender. Here are all words are common gender. So you have to add 3 more words here. Doctor, friend, guest. And the last column. Last column belongs to uncountable noun because things are countable and uncountable. But here are two words. Two words are wrong. These words belong to abstract noun. Okay. So in place of fear, smoke. In place of honesty, light. Okay. Add more 3 words here. Food, sky and clothes. Number 2. Common noun. What is common noun? A common noun is the name given in common to each and every person or thing of the same class or kind. Examples: man, boy, child, teacher, actor, etc. All these words are common noun. Okay. Next, number 3. Material noun. What is material noun? A noun which stands for the matter or substance of which things are made is called a material noun. Okay, student. Examples. Number 1. A book is made of paper. Here the book is thing but paper is material. Number 2. The table is made of wood. Here table is thing but wood is material. Okay. Next, number 4. Abstract noun. An abstract noun is the name of a quality, action or state which we can only think of or feel about but can neither see nor touch. Here are some words of quality, action and state. Honesty, beauty, mercy, all words are quality. Theft, flight, laughter, all are action words. Poverty, childhood, youth, all words are state. Number 5. Collective nouns. A collective noun is the name of a group or collection of things or persons of the same kind taken together and described as one whole. Examples: army. What is army? A group of soldiers called army. Class. A group of students called class. A group. Fleet. A group of ships called fleet. Now look at this exercise. Look at the pictures and answer the questions in units or measures. Use the words from the help box. One has been done for you. Now you have to use the words to answer the questions. Okay. First has been done for you. How much grass is there in the field? There is patch of grass in the field. Number 2. How much lemonade is there on the table? There are 2 jugs of lemonade on the table. Number 3. How much flour does the farmer have? The farmer have 3 sacks of flour. How much sugar is there in the bag? There is 2 kilograms sugar in a bag. How much jam do you need for the picnic? We need a jar of jam for the picnic. How much soap do you use in a month? We use 3 bars of soap in a month. Okay, student. Now, next exercise here. Complete the sentences with abstract nouns that are opposite in meaning to the underlined nouns. In this exercise, you have to write the opposites of the underlined word. Failure's opposite: success. Joy, sorrow. War, peace. Arrival, departure. Entrance, exit. Profit, loss. Fear, courage. Hope, despair. Okay, students? Now you are going to learn about subject and object. Okay. Then first, what is subject? The subject is the doer of the action. For example, Meera gave the book to Hiru. Who gave the book to Hiru? Meera. So Meera is doer here. So this is subject. Now object. Object are two types. Number one, direct object. Number two, indirect object. Then what is direct object? The direct object is the receiver of the action. The object of the verb answer the questions what or whom. For example, Meera gave the book to Hiru. What gave Meera to Hiru? Book. So book is direct object here and Hiru is indirect object. Next number, indirect object of a sentence is the recipient of the direct object. It answers the question to whom, for whom. Okay. Meera gave the book to Hiru. What gave Meera? Book. To whom? Hiru. So this is the indirect object. Okay, student. Now read the sentences given below. Circle the subject. Underline the direct object and cross out the indirect objects. Now you have to do this exercise in your notebook. Now the next topic is noun case. What is the definition of case? The case of a noun tells us about the position of that noun in relation to other words in a sentence. There are four types of noun case. Number one, nominative case. When a noun or pronoun is used as a subject of a sentence, it is said to be the nominative case. Number two, when a noun or pronoun is used as the object of a sentence, it is said to be in the objective case. First example, Hiru paints the picture. Hiru carries out the action. Who paints the picture? Hiru. So Hiru carries out the action of the verb paints. Hiru is a noun in the nominative case. The action of the verb paints, verb is paint, is carried out the noun pictures. Picture is a noun in the objective case. Student, look at this exercise. Here is a story. You have to read this story yourself and find out the answers of these questions. Okay? Now I hope that all of you must have understood this chapter well by now, but we can't do all exercises here. So you will get notes and other solved exercises of the same chapter from PDF collection so that you can complete your notes. Thank you. Number 3. Accusative case. When a noun in the objective case comes after a preposition, we say it is in the accusative case. Preposition, you know preposition, in, on, at, under, beneath. Okay, all words are preposition. So do this exercise yourself. Okay. Next, number 4, possessive case. When we add an apostrophe to a noun or a pronoun to show ownership or possession, the noun or the pronoun is said to be the possessive case. Okay, such as Simi's school, Simi's house, the principal's speech, a child's game, Ruskin Bond's book. Okay, look here, the apostrophe S. The S was the ownership. Okay. Next, formation of nouns. In this exercise, you are going to learn how to change the adjective word into noun. First word is stranger. This is adjective. You have to change into noun. Stranger, beautiful, beauty, violent, violence, responsible, responsibility, wise, wisdom. Okay. Now do this exercise yourself.